Alright guys, here we are, we're back. I guess you can consider this part 2 of the 97 Chevy Blazer, cleaning the throttle body. As you can see, it's kind of shiny. I don't know if that's helping. We're going to keep the light offset a little bit. As you can see, much better. I mean, I wouldn't say perfect. It's definitely not a perfect job. A perfect job, I would have taken this whole throttle plate off and tried to actually properly get in there and clean it the right way. But for now, this is what I'm dealing with, you know, as far as tools and stuff. I'm not tearing anything apart that is working. I just want to clean it. That's all I want to do here. The one thing, and maybe some of you that are watching this might be able to give me some feedback and some suggestions on, the one thing I did notice, which kind of has me a little bit concerned about this whole excursion that I've gotten into here, is when you open up this throttle plate, man, it is still really dirty in there. When you open up this throttle plate, and I'm going to try to get it so you can see down in there. I'm going to have to try to do this at the same time as holding the light. Let me keep from making the C-stick here, so give me a minute to get you situated here. I'm going to stuff a rag in here, try to hold this throttle plate open. There we go. And hopefully this camera picks it up. But if you look down in there, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but see how nasty it is down there? I don't know. Is that just carbon? It almost looks like oil on top there. I mean, I can actually see some of the poppets, or I should say the cables that go to the spider injector, the electrical, as well as the actual hoses that go into the actual individual injectors. It just looks nasty down there. I don't know how well this light's even allowing you to pick that up, but it just looks really nasty down there. So I'm thinking this might have an intake leak, which would basically be a lower intake leak if it does. That's what would cause that, is my assumption. So it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I was pretty certain that it was done on here before, just from the... Let me get this position so I can see what I'm doing here. Where am I at here? Right about there. I was pretty certain, just from looking at this vehicle, that it might have already been done once, but the more and more I get into this and look at it, I'm starting to think I was wrong with my assumption that someone had done this intake on here, lower intake. It had fresh, very clean, I should say, very fresh and clean Dexcool in it when I got it, but you know, the thing is, you know, that doesn't say anything, you know. This snorkel, I guess, or whatever you want to call this, looks pretty clean. I'm just going to try not to get too much of this carb cleaner on these rubber O-rings on here, because these carb cleaner that I'm using is not really meant for this job, but I'm just using it because it's what I have, and it was cheap. So this actually looks pretty clean, so we're just going to go ahead and try to get this back on there without making a disaster out of everything here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little breather element hose back on here. It's always interesting getting all this stuff back in place without breaking anything. And then I believe it's easier to put the snorkel hose back on first. And I apologize once again, guys, I'm not doing a very nice job for camera work here, but doing the best I can with the amount of lighting and the amount of situation I have. Let's see. This is only the second time I've ever taken this damn thing off here, so bear with me, gentlemen. I see how it goes on, it's just not doing what I want it to do. So we're going to take this piece of shit back off here for a minute. There we go. There we go. Screw that for the time being. I need to see what I'm doing here. I need to get out of the damn way. I can't see. That's the problem with doing this stuff at night, is you just can't see what you're doing, you know? And it's like, it really sucks sometimes. There we go. So what you got to do is, once again, there's a lip, there's a metal clamp, springy type of device up here, and that just kind of clamps on there like so. Now we got to go ahead and put this wing nut back on there. There's other videos out there on this, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't going to be your best video you'll watch on this. It's just kind of me messing around because I'm bored and I wanted something to do, and I know I've been meaning to do this. I figured, what a perfect little project that's quick and easy, and I can try to